Why don't you make like someone with a weak immune system on their first day as a kindergarten teacher, and get a virus?
Why don't you make like a shoe that is thrown over a cliff and boot down?
Why don't you make like metal joints that haven't been well lubricated, and freeze up?
Why don't you make like a student driver who accidentally got on the advanced course instead of the easy one, and suffer from a hard drive crash?
Why don't you make like a new house, and have windows installed?
Why don't you make like the Iran-contra affair, and perform an illegal operation?
Why don't you make like a sink, doused with Drano, and get unplugged?
Why don't you make like an honest politician getting a bribe in the mail, and be unable to read the corrupted file?
Why don't you make like a minor, without fake ID, who is trying to get into a bar, and be denied access?
Why don't you make like a guy who is buying an engagement ring for his girlfriend with small fingers, and get a tiny bandwidth?
Why don't you make like an Alzheimer's patient, and not have enough memory?
Why don't you make like a camper, trying the new version of his bug repellent, and switch off?
Why don't you make like a city with gang problems, and have bad sectors?
Why don't you make like a piano student during his first recital, and have a keyboard error?
Why don't you make like a noob playing bingo, and be owned by a grandma?
Why don't you make like a poorly secured tree, being transported via semi-truck, as it goes over a large bump, and log off?
Why don't you make like an overweight person with flat feet, and run slowly?
Why don't you make like someone shouting fire, in a crowded theater, and have insufficient rights?
Why don't you make like what a weather reporter stands in front of, and blue screen?
ASDF.
You jerk. ASDF to you.
Well, fine. QWERTY.
That was uncalled for.